Hello YouTube, it's Rob from Maxwells Grass Cutting Services based in the northeast of England. Hope everybody's well and having a really good day. Today's video, a subscriber's been in contact and said, Rob, how do I tell a customer I'm not coming back? I don't want to upset them, but they've been a right pain all season and I want to call them at the end of the year. But what I don't want is them to leave a negative review on Google or give me a bad reputation. How do you do it? It's a good question, isn't it? And in the beginning, it was something I really struggled with, and I had customers longer than I should have because of this, because I was terrified that people go on Google, give you a rant, negative comment, and it ruins your business. Well, first of all, it doesn't. I've had people threaten to do negative sort of Google reviews, and they haven't. I've had one customer who did, and I've replied on it. And I thought he was out of order and did it. It got me on my nerves a little bit when he first did it, but I think you live with it. I couldn't give a monkeys. And somebody once said, I think it was Nathan from Maxwells Garden Services, if you've got 100 reviews and they're all positive, it's a little bit suspicious. So don't worry about that. But how do we get rid of customers? If you don't want to tell them face to face, and I get that, and I wouldn't tell somebody face to face, not that I'm frightened of them, it's just that you don't want that confrontation. A gentle message can say anything as simple as, really sorry, I'm not able to look after your garden going forward. I have a changing circumstances, thank you for the work and I wish you luck going forward. Bang, send it. End of the season, they've got all winter and the early spring to find a new gardener. However, if it's getting that bad, just be honest. I'm really sorry, unable to look after your garden because of the dog mess. It's just a health and safety issue. I do apologise. Bang, send it. Always apologise, always be kind. Even if you're furious, be kind. And then that gives them, it puts them on the back foot. And if they want to leave a bad review after that, well, let them crack on. Let them crack on. But if you're bottling it, right, you could do something like this. And this is what a friend of mine did recently. I'm really sorry, I'm unable to look after your garden. It's just got a little bit too much for me physically. I do apologise, thank you for the work, and I look forward to seeing you anytime soon. Something like that, something nice and polite. And I hope you find a new gardener going forward. Thank you very much for all the work you've supplied me over the few years. Blah, 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 bang, send it. Kindness, 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 right? But you're telling a little white lie. Not that I would ever condone anybody telling little white lies. But just send the message. You know, what's the worst can happen? You get a negative review. But at the end of the year, right, if you've got 3 or 4 customers that you want to get rid of them. You know, I'm really lucky, right? And I've been getting some stick recently. The phantom emailers are coming back. They're slagging me off on emails with fictitious accounts. They're back and I love it. And what they're saying is that I'm always criticising my customers. I'm not. These are messages from other subscribers asking me to answer questions via a video. And this is what I'm doing. And if you haven't got the confidence, or you don't want the confrontation of confronting a customer, just send them a polite message. Always be polite and always be professional. And then if they do leave a negative review on Google or Facebook, you can put your reply underneath and say, this is, I've worked for you for 2 or 3 years. Unfortunately, it's not worked out and I've got to change the direction. This is the message I sent. Bang. I'm really sorry you were offended and you felt the need to criticise me publicly or something like that. And I tell you what, people reading that will go, aye, the customer's an arsehole. Another question I've been asked is, Rob, what are your main reasons for getting rid of customers at the end of the season? And I'll be no customers of mine are going to get rid of at the end of this season. I'm really happy I've got a full book, and I'm happy if they get rid of me through moving or whatever, change of finances, you know, that's going to happen, and you just take it on the chin. But I have got about 10 reasons where, if people do this, yes, it's a red flag and you've got to get rid. And we'll talk about that on another video. But for me, it's about being polite, being professional, and just sending the message, sending the email. And it's your business. You know, you don't have to work for people you don't want to work for. That's my message to the subscriber. Another subscriber sent me a cracker. He says, Rob, he said, I got a message at the end of September from a regular customer, a weekly customer, who he does the lawn, he does the garden, and he says it's It's a real lucrative job. It's one of my best jobs. They said, don't bother coming in October. My dad's staying for a month and he's going to take care of the garden going forward. But we'll need you next spring. We'll see you in the spring. And this is the end of September. I would be furious. I would be as polite as possible saying, I did quote for weekly visits up until the end of October, and then we go into monthly visits over the winter. I can't run a business where I'm being cancelled, blah, blah, blah. You'll have to find a new gardener in the spring. Thank you very much. This is totally unacceptable. Send it and get rid of him. Get rid. If they're prepared to drop you like that, there's no way I will be grafting for them. No way. It's just totally out of order. If they can't see that, well, you know, it's just not acceptable. But it did make me laugh, and I wasn't laughing at the chap. I was laughing at the behaviour of certain people. How can they behave like this? How can people be so bloody rude and lack of understanding? But there we go. I hope everybody's well. The weather has been horrendous in the northeast last 2 weeks. I've missed loads of cuts, loads of work, and it's been really frustrating. Today's a beautiful day. We're 18 degrees, the sun is shining, and the green gold is growing. But I've still had loads of customers giving it, is this the last cut? No, it's not. I'm going to get a t-shirt made. I cut until the end of October, weather permitting. I might even cut longer if the grass is still growing or something like that. But again, when they do that, you've got to be polite and say, no, there's 2 cuts left. And then when you finish, send your invoice with a gentle message underneath saying, just by way of an update, there are 2 cuts left, 1 on this date and 1 on that date, weather permitting. Take care, kind regards, Rob, Maxwells Grass Cutting Services. Keep smiling, keep moving forward. The end of the season is always a tricky time. You find that people trying to penny pinch and people trying to just cut you off short. Thankfully, my customers, I've had them a long time. They're really good, and touch wood, it doesn't happen. But I appreciate people starting out. It does happen, and you do get your penny pinchers. And it's upsetting. Let's bet if you had 50 customers and half cut you off, let's say after the first cut in October, that's a lot of money to lose. It's not acceptable. And you've got to, going forward, they've got to be culled. Any customer who does that, you've got to cull them straight away, because next spring the phone will ring and you'll get all your new customers wanting business. That's the time to find quality and get rid of the badness. But anyway, just a quick video today. There will be content coming out, I promise you, but been up to there, as we all have, and trying to get finished the rest of the season, trying to get all the work done, trying to get the hedges done, trying to get the lawn treatments done. And the weather, God, we've had some rain, and I know down south has suffered even worse than the northeast. But we try and we keep moving forward, and I hope everybody's well. Take care. I've got 2 more jobs to do this afternoon, and I'm going to crack on, all right? Thanks for watching. Remember, when the green gold's growing, keep mowing. It's still growing at the minute. Not for much longer, but it's still growing. Can me dad look after the lawn for October? That's all right, isn't it? All right, that's sound. Unbelievable. Take care. See you soon.